Wagwan Generals. Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Gear podcast. I was reading Spanish and Portuguese before we hopped on. Some actually some really like funny names. I didn't know that. You said a good one. Ordenes de Jefes for boss in Spanish.
In
That's a good
Spanish,
one.
yes.
Yeah, and the name of Marnie actually changes based off which language you're in. So there's Roxy, there's Marine. Marine is crazy. I don't know who came up with that one. And then some Japanese and Chinese writing I can't read, but always interesting stuff going on over here. But we're back with another episode. We just got back from Seattle yesterday morning, something like that. I hate those business trips, man. I hate the like go there, come back thing. I gotta quit my job or something, man.
Yep.
But yeah.
I got burnt out
I've
of
been
doing
thinking
that.
about it more and more. What's that?
I got super burnt out of doing the classic like 6 a.m. flight, so I don't have to take a vacation day, work from the hotel, nighttime flight, get back at like 5 a.m., do it all again.
It's nasty. It's
Yeah.
nasty. I'm like just recovering now, and I'm back to 2 days a week in office now. So I'm like, I got home, I got one day in, and I was in office yesterday. I'm in office tomorrow, and
Bro, we're
it's
honestly
no fun.
so soft, our generation, bro. For that, like 2 days in office, and we're like, man, what is this, bro? Like back in the
I
day,
know.
it was even when actually before COVID, I used to work like corporate. It was like I would go in the office 5 times a week, like, and it was just
Yeah.
normal. Like
I think it's fine. Like when I started my job, I was all on board with the 5 day a week thing. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I realized like you get used to like I was 1 day a week, and you get really used to it. And then when you have to go in, then it just feels like that much more of a pain in the ass. It's like if you're gonna do it, just do it from the start. Don't make me come in. But yeah, I'm reporting to someone new now, and they want us in 2 days a week. So at least they're bringing us to Boston Pizza tomorrow. That's
Boston
it's a
Pizza.
big W.
A Canadian
very
restaurant,
luxurious.
despite the name, for our American listeners.
Jim Tree Living owns it. He's the guy on Dragon's Den.
Yeah, and is his son actually the GM of the Leafs?
Yeah, they have the same last name. I didn't know it was his son though.
It's his son, yeah.
He's a horrible GM.
Okay.
Well.
Well.
Yeah, he sucks, man. But yeah, we got lots to talk about this week. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened with Pokemon Day that we gotta go over still. We can go over Seattle. I see you have my name on the screen, but maybe we'll start with Pokemon Day and then we'll double back.
Yep. Yeah, we started with Pokemon Day. Very eventful. I almost forgot it was Pokemon Day. Actually, no, you know what I was doing on Pokemon Day?
I don't know if I want to know.
I got an email from this guy from the BBC.
From the BB, like the British Broadcast Corporation.
Okay. And they asked me to be in like a radio segment for Pokemon Day. And I'm like, bro, why am I on this?
Hell?
Like, I'm not British. So like they had me like call in, and I was just on like the BBC radio on Friday, just talking.
Dude, that's
Pokemon.
like that's so random. What did they talk? Like, did they know anything about the game, or were they just asking?
The guy interviewed me with some like old guy. Like he's like, oh, like what do you love about Pokemon? Like who is your favorite Pokemon? What do you do in Pokemon? I can't even find it online, bro. I'm trying to find messages. The guy hasn't got back to me. I'm like, I need to find this.
This was like when I got interviewed like 4 times in Japan because I was visibly not Japanese, and they would keep finding me and they're like, hey, interview that guy. I never saw any of those interviews again, but they see us, and maybe they liked you because you weren't British. You had like the Canadian accent going on or something.
Maybe. I think well, they did say they wanted someone from North America actually. So I guess because the other people on the call with me, there was other Pokemon fans. They were all British. But yeah,
I like that.
But yeah, lots of interesting stuff, and we'll start with the TCG stuff. They announced a TCG 30th anniversary set, kind of. I think was my understanding of what that was. So I guess basically we had celebrations 5 years ago, and now we're gonna have what's it called? 30th celebration. I don't know what they're gonna call it, but they teased some cards, a lot of classics. We saw Uxie, their Dark Arcelia Legend. Yeah, we saw the tag teamization V. Arceus V-Star, Genesect DX, got some GXs, Crystal Lugia, some level X's, which we'd love to see. So, I guess first, are you excited for the set? And I assume the answer is yes. And if the answer is yes, what are some cards you're hoping they're gonna throw into the set?
I feel really dumb for buying Uxies at $12 a piece. I just did that like 3 weeks ago, so I feel pretty stupid. I'm really, really thankful that they're reprinting base set Charizard. I haven't seen that card enough times in my life.
Yep.
It's really great. They're printing Charizard again.
Actually, wasn't that in the celebration set or no? Am I tripping?
Yeah, okay. It was. It was so base set Zard, then Stormfront where they reprinted it, then Evolutions where they reprinted it, then Celebrations where they reprinted it, and now we have the 30th anniversary base set Charizard. So thank God we have more Charizard. I don't know what we do without it. But definitely some interesting choices on here. Like I don't know why do we have like Solgaleo GX? Like that's a really random one. Although I like it. It is very random. And then Darkrai Cresselia Legend wasn't one of the more playable ones either. Like I feel like there are better candidates for that one probably. But it's cool they're doing this, and I do like the inclusion of Palkia level X from Great Encounters. It's another card that wasn't really very good, but I don't know how they're picking these things. It's like it's just kind of random. But
I think it's a mix of
anytime we
both,
see
to be honest, of like playability and like just mechanic or iconicness.
yeah, like I don't remember why this is iconic though, because this came in a collector's box back in the day. People don't know that. It's actually not very common lore. Um, the mini card didn't, the big card did.
Yes, that's what
it
I
came
was
in
saying. I actually I have my binder here. I have all the legends. Oh, I got my plan.
yeah, yeah. Bring it out, bring it out.
I got Lugia Ho on that one.
There we go.
Then Darkrai Cresselia and Shiny
Mhm.
Gyarados. And then I have Dialga Palkia on this page. And then I don't know where my
That's
Entei Raikou and stuff is. Oh, the Entei Raikou is in one of my decks, I think. And then
It's a Lux Chomp for sure.
probably, yeah. And then I don't know where my other legends are. They might be in my other binder, but they're super nice cards. But I guess none of them were really that playable besides the Entei one, I guess. So maybe that's just why they picked Darkrai. Oh no, or
Entei Raikou.
Rayquaza Deoxys was also playable.
Yes, and I was gonna say, was it Raikou Suicune? No, it was Suicune Entei. They're so confusing. They were all playable. That one was
Yeah.
good in frick. I don't even remember what, but it was decent. Like these cards were all right, but they're not like life changing. So yeah, I guess we have a mix of everything. Like Genesect EX, obvious ode to our good friend Andrew Estrada. They might as well just name it Estrada. But yeah, no, it's cool. I always like these reprint sets.
Yep. So yeah, it's cool. I think for me, some cards I would like to see. I mean, I wonder. Like, I guess honestly, they might even start printing like V stars. Oh, there's Arceus V stars. So maybe we're gonna get like Lugia V star reprint, or like I don't want to see that. I think for me, it's like I just want the expensive cards from the retro sets to get reprinted. So like something like did they reprint Holon Transceiver last time? I can't remember. But like some of the Holon cards I think would be cool to get reprinted. Like Rayquaza just Rayquaza Gold Star I think would be a great one to print because most of the old school decks need that card. Yeah, just I think any retro cards would be cool. But yeah, I enjoy sets like these. I saw they said that it's going to be like simultaneous world release for this set, but I don't know if that means that all our sets are going to be lined up with Japan. Probably not, but that'd be cool if they move towards that.
Yeah, that'd be really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think as well, like it'd be cool to just have V stars not be considered retro at this point of life. Like I don't know what's going on there, but apparently that's retro now. So y'all enjoy the retro format that is ADP, I guess.
Yeah. Next up, this isn't really much of an announcement, but they announced the art, I guess, for Worlds this year for XP and for Worlds. I think the left side is the XP art and the right is Worlds. So I guess it's all combined. I think it looks really nice. I don't really know what this has to do with San Francisco, but like I mean, I see the cable car, but otherwise, the Pikachu's just like an astronaut, and I don't know what the guy's on the right. He's just like wearing like a crown.
Yeah, I guess so. I was hoping they'd make like Steph Curry Pikachu or something, but I guess we're not getting that.
Copyright infringement.
Yeah. Steve Kerr Pikachu. Oh, Steve Kerr's Pikachu. Actually, they should be like owner cards.
That would be pretty.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, Draymond Green's like, what kind of Pokemon would Draymond Green have?
What's the Pokemon have like a bad attitude? Like
I was gonna say like Wheezing or something.
Loudred or something.
Okay, Grunt. Loudred.
So yeah, one thing I do like whenever they do the Worlds art is they pick Pokemon that are good in their respective games. Like Morgrem is on the art, like which is obviously a TCG nod, unless he's good and go, which I don't know if he is. There's like Drifloon, which I assume is a TCG nod. Is there any other TCG cards on here? No, like Incineroar I know is the best Pokemon in VGC. Then like
Fluttermane, maybe you can argue Fluttermane.
I think Fluttermane's a VGC Pokemon too. Like it has a crazy attack, I think, and speed. But
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there's Lunatone. That has to be TCG.
Right.
Who else is on here?
Greninja, obvious TCG mainstay. For whatever reason, this last weekend, every time I sat down, there's a Greninja within 4 tables of me. So
nice.
I guess that's popping up.
There's a Curlia here.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, Curlia is a good one.
Yeah, I know Moon gets his VGC Mon for sure. I'm sure some of these are Unite. We just don't play Unite, so we don't know in Pokemon Go. But
Unite's actually really cool. I really wish I could get into it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I tried it too. I like the teamwork aspect of it, but I'm also somebody who never played. What's the game that copies? Is it League of Legends?
It's the original one's called Defense of the Ancients, like Dota, and then, but League of Legends is the most popular one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been into those kinds of games. Like I've never tried any, so I guess maybe that's why I find this so infatuating. But like the idea of like having a squadron of 4 mans and going to compete or whatever, that's pretty cool to me. I think that's like a real reason to knock like you really get mad at your boys for skipping gaming at night. You're like, bro, you're gonna throw those whole regionals for us. So I like it, the idea of Unite. I
Yeah.
just never really got into it, but maybe that's for later in the year.
I mean, I actually really think the idea of like Unite is really good. I just didn't like the execution when I tried it. Like I used to play League of Legends a lot when I was a kid. Like thank God I quit. Like I lost too many hours of my life to that.
Yeah.
Uh, like in the Unite, like there's like a timer. Like I don't like that. And then like because most other games you play, you destroy the base, which I guess you can do in Unite as well if you get enough points. But then also like when I played, hopefully they changed it. But like there was like Zapdos or whatever, like the big monster was in the middle. And like just whoever knocked it out would just win the game. And like it was just like so random
Yeah.
who got the last hit when I played it. But I really like the idea of like evolving and like if you played a character that doesn't evolve, you have a better early game. So I don't know, maybe I do have to try it again. But I played it on my phone like literally 4 or 5 years ago whenever it came out. So probably not the best experience playing on the phone.
Got to run it back, I guess. Got to run it back.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing, I guess the big announcement for was Winds and Waves, the next game, mainline game. And I mean the art looks like they upgraded it finally. I mean still like a PS2. Well, this might be a PS3 game. Graphics, but they announced the starters, and there's Angry Birds guy, like
Yeah.
Fire guy, and like another like Gecko water Pokemon. So I guess my question for you: what are your thoughts on these starters?
I'm in the minority here. I like I like this dude, man. I
Yeah, the
like
bird.
the chicken thing. I think it's kind of cool. Like I don't know. The other ones are maybe just that underwhelming. I really don't like the dog thing. I think that thing's really ugly. But
Mhm.
the gecko is kind of cool, depending on what it evolves into. Like I'm
Yeah,
not too sure. We might have another like Quavel situation, but if not, then it could be pretty cool.
yeah.
Maybe it looks like an Inteleon, right? These all look like they have inspo from other Pokemon, which worries me for the rest of the generation because like maybe they finally ran out of ideas.
Route, Pombon, Gekwa. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They
Bombon.
just. I remember when I saw them, I'm like, I don't know. Like I was a bit underwhelmed, but like, yeah, I got to see what they evolve into. I still don't have a Switch 2, so if these games get good reviews, maybe I'll finally get a Switch 2.
That is the one thing I would recommend. Like, I don't care for like the games themselves, but I think the Switch 2 is such a big quality of life upgrade over the Switch 1 that it's 100% worth the $600. But
Yeah. Things I don't
I
play the
might just be a
video games
fanboy.
anymore. That's the thing. Like,
Mm,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go play like a Win a Switch tournament. I heard at UIC they had like 400 people in the Win a Switch or something.
that's madness.
Yeah, it was like 9 rounds.
That's wild. I think like I don't know. I've been liking the old games on the Switch. I don't actually play like the new games. I played ZA a little bit and like the Zeldas, but like the Virtual Console, dude, I've been gaming on that. Like, ton of Leaf Green, ton of Fire Red, but they also have like the old Mario Strikers and all those old games that are really good. So been all over that. So I think it's worth it for that aspect. But if you're on the fence, and you don't have time anyways, then yeah, screw it. I just like it for planes and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe. I mean, I haven't played ZA, and then I'd have to. If this game is good, I'll play Winds and Waves. Yeah, I'm
Winds
like
and
a
waves.
big reading guy on the plane now. Oh,
Mm,
place
I was
my.
old as hell.
I am old as hell, man. And bro, I think I'm at like 8 or 9 books already for the year. I'm on good
Mm.
pace.
I was gonna say, what's your Goodreads profile or whatever
Oh
people
no,
use? It's
that's
Goodreads, right?
yeah. My profile's private on there.
Bro's reading some weird stuff.
I think it's
I
normal.
don't want to know.
I just don't let people look at my books.
That means you got something to hide,
I
man. You're
don't think I
reading some
do, bro.
weird stuff. Read some weird stuff, bro. I mean, fair enough. Teach their own. I mean, like, sometimes I watch some weird ass movies. Sometimes I sit down and I watch SpongeBob for like 3 hours straight. Do I want the general
Okay.
public to know that? Probably not, but I admit it anyway. It's fine. It happens. But yeah, wins and waves. I guess it looks all right. We'll find out. I don't really care
Yeah.
until we know more.
Yeah, but it looks promising. Uh, so yeah, I think that's all the Pokemon Day stuff. There was other stuff. I'm sure there's like Pokemon Cafe Mix or something, but
Yeah.
or there's Pokopia. I saw the reviews for that. It's apparently the highest reviewed Pokemon game of all time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it looks fun. It's like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley type of thing, I think. So, I mean, I actually think
Yeah.
I would really like that game. So maybe I'll get a Switch for that, actually, if it really is that good.
That one we'll see. I think it comes out in 2 days, so I will.
Pokopia. What is it? Pokemon
Yeah.
Pokopia. Yeah, look.
It
Reviews.
looks really derpy, but I think that's like part of the appeal. Like I kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're Ditto, right? So, yeah, like, a little
Yeah.
derpy.
See,
Pokepokea or
my
something.
thing as I've grown up is I really don't like the battling aspect of Pokemon, which sounds really stupid, but I don't like the battling aspect. So this game seems kind of intriguing to me because you're just kind of chilling. Like I like that. Maybe that's just me being young. Maybe I'm grown old as hell too. Like I guess I am. Like I'll come home after a long day and like I don't want to use my brain sometimes. I'm just like, yeah, let me
Yeah.
load up Stardew Valley and just farm on the same farm I've been farming on for 3 years. This seems very similar to that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like. Well, it's not really the same. I was gonna say, like, did you ever play Poke Park on the Wii?
No, I never did.
I used to play that game. It was like fun.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this looks fun. So yeah, I'll definitely give it a try. Maybe eventually. But yeah, so that's all our non-TCG stuff, I guess. Some TCG stuff we're talking about there, but we can move on to the Seattle Regional Championships, Aneil, where you made asymmetric top cut. A very good run. You rattled off 8 wins in a row at one point. So big ups to you for carrying the pod this week. I was watching from home. I remember I looked day 1. I'm like, oh, this guy went X2-1. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then like day 2, I look. I'm like, oh, this guy's an asim. Like, what the heck?
That's a classic. You can ask the fellas I was with. When I was X2-1, I was just like, guys, this is not worth my time. I was talking to them about how if I lost round 9, I was going to rent a car and drive to the mountains. And I think I was being like semi-sincere about that. I think I definitely would have crossed my mind. But I guess this is living proof that you can make cut after going X2-1 in phase 1, which is, I don't know if that should be encouraging or the total opposite, but it is possible. You just got to get a little bit lucky along your run. So, yeah, I guess we can start with the list. I did a full review on my own channel as well, so I'll try and keep this like kind of brief, so I'm not reiterating everything, but I'll go through pretty quick. This is about as cookie cutter of a Grimmsnarl list as you're going to find. There's no text in here. It's 59 cards of the 60 that I played at EUIC. The only change was I dropped a Buddy Poffin for an energy switch, which honestly felt incredible. So I'm really happy I did that. I know we were talking about that before UIC. You played the E-switch, right?
Yep. That's been my list past couple tournaments.
Yeah, so it definitely felt a lot better, and especially since both my win-ins, both to cut and to day 2 were against Grimmsnarl Mirror, it was really nice to have. And so I'm happy that I had it in there. Other than that, the list is very, very bare bones, very straightforward. We're going to play the game every game, and if someone's good enough to beat us, then we'll take that. Before I hopped on here, I was actually just writing up my guide, so I'm making a guide on this deck and just kind of how I operate it and how I play it. I think the way I play it is a little bit unorthodox, and one of the things that I was really, really disappointed about this weekend that I normally never am is that I didn't get to go on stream. I thought I was like always near the top. I was like, yo, just put me on, bro. And I know Piper was casting, and I was like, I gotta get on stream here.
You're X2-1, bro, and then when you hit Asim, you hit Absol.
Yeah, the problem was my deck was really boring too, so there's no reason to ever put me on stream. This deck is super bare bones, and it was the same thing at UIC. Like I was in the running almost the entire time, just like you were, right? And like eventually at some point you're like, all right, maybe we'll hit a stream around here, but it's just the deck is too boring, and I think there was no cool text in it to kind of make it stand out. And we were the only match in ASIM that didn't get streamed because I hit Mega Absol, which sucked.
Wait, they streamed 2 Asim games?
Yeah, they streamed all of them. There was a backup stream.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
oh, you mean
so
the side table stream?
Yeah, there's 3 streams going on. Yeah. So, yeah, the list is not much to write home about. I can quickly go through the matchup. There's nothing really too extravagant, but I'll quickly go through it. So I hit a Slow King round 1, which is like, lol, I guess.
It has to be so free.
Yeah, no, dude, it was terrifying.
Well, I guess they do have Kirim, but like,
I don't have Shaman. So it was.
They can't ever kill the Grim, can like they can't Kirim and KO Grim concurrently, right? I could see it being scary, I guess.
No, they can't. But the problem is if they get a Kirim off before you get to Grim,
that is true. That is true, actually.
Which did happen. So he got a game off me, and then he bricked in game 3. So I never got to find out what the real extent of his deck was, thankfully. But it was terrifying. So I barely survived that. I sat down, I saw Slowking, I was like, all right, we're off to a bad start here. We survived. It was cool. Round 2, nothing really to speak about. It was about Dusk Bunnies. I mean, it's pretty okay if you get set up. I took my first loss the tournament round 3. This one felt really, really bad because I was a turn. I basically just kind of, this is my biggest misplay of the tournament in this round here, and it kind of woke me up a little bit. It's just a Terrazard. Like the matchup's normally pretty good, and I just needed to see. I know it sounds like I'm like talking like an idiot, but I just needed to see 4 turns in advance. I needed to be able to see that if I bench a 2-prizer, I will lose the game in 4 turns. Really, I was going to win because of frost loss damage, so I kind of miscalculated, and I lost on turns, which sucked. And there's a fire alarm actually that went off with like 10 minutes left.
Oh yeah, I heard about
that. Was interesting. Yeah, that was the first time I've ever had that in a tournament. It kind of just went off, and we were all thinking like, "Yo, what do we do?" and the judges were like, "Yo, everyone, stay calm and don't move." And we're just sitting there. This thing is like blaring, and they left the clock running for a minute too. So yeah, I don't know what was going on, but it got to my head a little bit, and then I made a bad play at the end, and it kind of pissed me off. That was that. I don't remember what the next round was. Sorry if you just go
Raging
back.
Bolts.
Oh, this was even scarier. So this is not actually Raging Bolts. If you click on
Oh, it's
this,
Jolting Bolt.
yeah. So Raging Bolt itself is like whatever, right? We can deal with it. Jolting Box itself is like, all right, whatever, we can deal with it. Them put together is a scary, scary animal because once you're done dealing with the leaves, there's a bolt there ready to sweep you or an ogre pond. So this matchup was bad. For sure was bad. And I got judged turn one both games that I lost, or sorry, one game that I lost, one game that I won. It's really tough to come back from that, especially when I need Rare Candy Grim so fast. So this is definitely a matchup where I felt very comfortable playing the two candies, but it was scary stuff. We got out of it. We won. It's all good. And so this is where the wheels start to fall off the bus a little bit. So I hit a Gardevoir, no DNC, so I felt comfortable. Anyways, the matchup's really grindy, so we played one match, and then we ended up going to time. And I was winning like 6-2 on prizes, dominant board state, but I didn't ask for a gentleman, so that's kind of on me. Anyway, so this is a tie. Nothing really to report back on this one. And then I played Satoshi with this Mega Absol box, and like this matchup was just miserable, right? It's not too fun. And so I stole a game off him. I donked his Evil Tall, and then I was in a position to win the last game in game three. And I had a bunch of unfortunate events go on that didn't let me win that game. And so after this, I did something that I never do, and I was tilted. I was pissed. I was like walking outside and I'm like, what the hell happened? Like I'm 3-2-1. And I think what pissed me off so much was that I knew my deck was really, really good. I hadn't felt this confident about a deck in a long time. And I was like, this deck is awesome. And I hadn't been playing too much recently, but I knew my deck was better than most other decks in the room. And so like I was tilted. I was pissed. I was like losing it. I went on a wellness walk. I like put my headphones on, I put my hat on, and I walked like this so no one would see me. And I just like walked around and I did nothing for 5 minutes, and I just kind of collected myself. Sometimes you need that, and it really locked me in for the rest of the day. So shout out the wellness walk. At this point, I was pissed off. I was like, I really want to win this tournament. And at X2-1, I kind of felt like I couldn't because I'm just used to that idea. But then we locked in, and from there, all things went smoothly. So we hit Dylan Carter, a good friend of mine, Paul Nora, pretty free, dealt with it. Hit a Grimmsnarl on my winning in. There's a point in time where my board was literally a Grimmsnarl and 4 Monkey Dories with energies, and so the game was over. This guy was super nice, though. I think he knew Shift Gear. I sat down, he said Wagwan. And actually, by the way, sorry, I got to interrupt my own spiel here. This was a record amount of Shift Gear listeners this weekend. Like, whatever we're doing is reaching the West Coast, man, because I couldn't walk 2 steps without someone saying Wagwan or whatever. Like every table I sat at, everyone was like, yo, Wagwan General. And I don't know why you guys listen to us on the West Coast. Maybe the timing is really good. Like 9 a.m. for you on Wednesday is really good, but we appreciate y'all. And all the people that came up and said hi this weekend, we really, really appreciate you guys. But it was definitely a lot more than we get on the East Coast. So I don't know what this is saying about us, but apparently we appeal to a West Coast audience.
Nice.
Anyways. So I hit Yuki, a Japanese player, in the first round of phase 2. I playing Grimmsnarl, he's playing Dragapult, so that matchup goes as that matchup goes. There's a point in time where he hit my Grimmsnarl for like a 200 with a Phantom Dive on a Rare Candy Dragapult, and because of our nifty energy switch, I was able to attach to a Monkey E-switch and hit the Devo play pretty fast. So that was cool. I really liked that play, but yeah, nothing really to report there. We had another Dragapult, and this matchup was really good. For anyone who doesn't play Grimmsnarl, we love this matchup. The following game, Charizard, Pidgeot, I won in turns, no big deal. Jolty Box,
this is a hard matchup, bro. You were farming this?
I farmed it. Yeah, it was no problem. It was a quick 2-0. He bricked the second game, but I think my build is a little bit better into this one just because I played the 2 candies. So I'm really, really aggressive, and I'm able to get up to my guys pretty fast. But it felt fine. This was definitely a matchup where I missed the Badoo, and I think that was a talking point that I went on in my video a little bit. Like, having the Badoo gives you a chance into some of these bad matchups, but to be honest, at this point, I was running so hot, I didn't really need it. Like, it just felt like it was, like, destined. And the other thing I wanted to point out, which was really interesting for myself, was at no point in this run did I feel any sort of nerves, which is strange for me, because normally I get a little bit nervous when it comes to these runs, and I tend to overthink myself sometimes. I felt blessed, bro. Maybe it was like the mountain air or something. Like the entire time I was just zen. Like I was just sitting there like chilling. And so we just kept rolling. I sat down. I played another Gardevoir, this Cristiano fella. Fine, dealt with it. 2-0, we're good. And then we hit a Mega Absol on the winning into the winning in. And like I see this, and you're like, oh, we're in trouble here, right? Because I'm like, damn, I got so far just for it to all end here. Somehow, some way, I won this series. I think it was a combo of good play and some good luck. I felt locked in the entire day. I got up early in the morning around 6:30 before day two and went around with my camera just shooting the mountains, and I was feeling good. Like like some days you're just feeling good. I was just feeling good. And so she ended up needing a turn where I got pretty lucky here. If she hits a penny off a Poke Gear, there's like 15 cards in deck. There's 2 pennies in there. She missed the penny, so I was able to win the
Nice.
game, and I took the game 3. I have no idea how I won, but I won. What is this? What
All
are we
right, that
looking at
was
here?
1 in 4 chance that she whiffed.
Okay, yeah. So 1 in 4 chance. To be fair, the turn prior, I played a Lily, and I just needed a Dark Energy to win the game, and I missed.
Okay,
So I think we were
that
like
evens out
mildly
then.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won that, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Winning in time. Here we go. Let's have some fun. But I also knew, and like this is something that I've said on the pod already, I've been 10-3-1 a couple times this year and whiffed cash both times. So I'm sitting there, and I'm not saying that I would have taken an ID, but I'm
Oh my
not saying that I
god,
wouldn't
bro.
have taken an ID in this situation to guarantee myself
Loser
$1,000.
mentality.
Yeah, big loser mentality. But you know what mentality this is? This is man who has a corporate ass job and wants to quit one day mentality. I just
Well,
want to
you
get
gotta
my
win the
bread.
tournaments, bro. If you really want to be quitting your job.
You're right. A grand's not doing too much, but a grand is something. And I was like, I just want to lock in some funds, and I'd be blessed for my invite. Anyways, we played it. It was all good. It was a Grimsnarl mirror, and like to be honest, this guy played excellently. He deserved a better fate in the first game. I think he played unbelievably, and I ended up on the right side of it. And then the second game he just bricked. So I did feel
Nice.
bad for him. I thought he played a good set, but wasn't rewarded with it. And this is what happens sometimes. You play these like techie Grimsnarl lists. And I'm not blaming his list for what happened to him. Obviously, every deck bricks, but the consistency of my list was what stood out through this whole run because I can't go 8-0 if I don't play these like 4 spike minute, 2 candy, all this BS, right? So that stuff really, really helps get me into the game. And I'm hoping that my guide can kind of illustrate that once that gets out. So we did that, and then I hit Gideon top in ASIM, which is kind of unfortunate. At first, I was texting you fellas in the chat. I thought I hit Drick on Poltnor, and like you never want to hit Andrew Hedrick, but I think in this moment I would have taken Andrew Hedrick because
That's
the
definitely
matchup's
over
at least
this.
good. Yeah, definitely over this, and I was pretty hyped up actually to play him. I was like, all right, we got Poltnor, we're good to go. Like I felt good at that point. Nobody was stopping me. I felt like I was in my bag. But apparently Nathan Ginsburg could stop me. So I won a quick game 1. I lost a game 2 that drew out. He played excellently. Like he played unbelievably in this set. I had a line to come back from like 5-1 in the second game, and he read it perfectly, ciphered for the perfect top 2 cards, and stacked them just to make me not be able to pull it off. And to be honest, I don't think I would have seen that sitting on the other side of the table. So he played awesome. I made a couple 5-head plays. He made a couple 5-head plays, and he ended up winning. And then game 3, I just kind of got in a bad situation. I didn't start fast. I didn't have a supporter, and the Grim ended up grimming at the end. But
Yeah.
all things considered, it was a fun zride. I had a great time. I had zero expectations going into day 2 of that record, right? So the
Yep.
fact I was able to rattle off the 8 straight, and I think my record in day 2 this year is ridiculous. It's like I went 5-1, 5-1, and 6-0 so far.
Not
So
bad.
yeah, we're enjoying day 2 quite a bit. It seems like just getting in is half the battle for me right now, but definitely a huge run and happy to get another top cut.
Yeah,
So
that's
all
huge.
worked out.
You're a West Coast regional guy. I mean, I guess they replaced Vancouver
Yeah.
with this one, so you historically
Yeah.
always do well at those.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and now I can just chill too, which is really nice. I'm in a
Yep.
spot where I have my invite secured, so I can literally just
How
hang
many
out.
points are you at?
It's like 720, and I still
Yeah,
have
no,
like
yeah.
a ton of open slots. So
You're chilling.
well, I haven't maxed out any of my locals or any of that
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm thinking about going for stipend actually now, just
Oh,
to get
nice.
myself involved in the game. Yeah, just to keep building.
Bro, I was looking at the NAIC leaderboard for stipend. I think I was like 17th or 18th, and I missed it by like 8 points. And I'm like, bro,
Oh, man.
I didn't do any challenges or cups, bro. I keep throwing. It's like the third
Bro,
or
to
fourth
get a
time.
league challenge.
Bro, like this is like the
Good.
third or fourth time I've whiffed on a stipend or a travel award because I don't play locals.
They're not that much though, right? They're like 1,200 or something.
No, it's $1,000. Which I mean, to be honest, like
1,000?
it's probably worth me playing like a league cup on the weekend to get $1,000.
Yeah.
I think I had over it earlier. I was looking. Here, I was 490 and I needed 497.
That's so tough.
Actually, Sonny also missed by 2 points, and this guy won a regional, so he was definitely.
Are
not
you gonna
good
go
looking.
to? Are you gonna go to NAIC? I know you're on the.
I will be going to NAIC. Yeah, so I took a break from US regionals this year, probably for the next little bit, but I'm going to NAIC and Worlds.
Okay.
I'm running a camp at NAIC this year as well. So.
Sorry.
I'm running like a camp, like I did the one at Worlds last year, the one in Toronto.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing one at NAIC
Okay.
this year too. I mean, signups look
Cool.
be launching soon. But yeah, I'll be there. So
That's dope.
I get
Yeah,
priority
I
reg at
didn't
least.
really. Sorry.
I get priority reg at least. I don't have to worry about whipping.
Hey, that's pretty good. I didn't really know how the stipend thing worked. Like I won a stipend like a couple years ago, and I honestly had no idea I won it until somebody told me. So I didn't really know how it worked. So I was kind of looking into it, and I thought UIC was included, but it's not. So that's
For what? For NASU?
for the stipend of this current moment.
No, it's always the the IC like closes that quarter, so it's for the next one. So like NASC will close it for LAIC, and then
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, because that would have been awesome. Because then I already would have been in a great place. I think I got like I don't know like 400 points this last month or something. So that would have been pretty nice. But yeah, no, I think I might just I don't know. We'll see how much PTO I have, but I'd love to stay involved in the game a little bit because it's tough. Like I mean, you've had your invite early before too, and you just chilled for the rest of the year, right? You know what it's like to kind of step away from the game for a little bit, and sometimes you can lose your mojo, right? Heading into Worlds, and that's not really when you want to lose your mojo. So
Yep.
I'm thinking about staying involved somehow, some way. So I might do Orlando, Indy, and NAIC, and scratch out whatever we can scratch out.
Yeah,
So
I mean, last year like that kind of happened to me. Like post rotation, I literally just played one regional.
Yeah.
I was gonna I canceled a couple of the regionals, and then literally just felt like I was like barely playing. So
It didn't hamper you going into Worlds, but I mean, like, I'm sure you didn't feel. Maybe you could have won Worlds if you played, right? You don't know.
I mean, I still play a lot of Pokemon, just like it's like not as competing.
Yeah.
I mean, even like now, so I'm doing Querétaro regionals, and then post rotation, I wanted to sign up for Prague, and I just didn't get in. But they only had like 1,400 spots for Masters or something. So
that's
maybe,
a tough one.
Maybe I'll sign up for Utrecht then. I go there. So.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it on the way home, and like, I've improved so much in the last year and a half as a player, and you know why that is? I stopped coaching. Ever since I stopped coaching, I'm like way better at Pokemon, and I don't get it. But like prior to it, I always played like fast decks, and like I would enjoy just being like a beat stick deck. I haven't had a good finish without Rare Candy or Stage 2 in my deck in literally 2 years. And it feels great. And like all these complicated lines, all these things are like free flowing. I feel like a guru because I'm not like surrounded by Pokemon all day. And I think that has been my secret recipe. And like ever since I quit coaching, I've been feeling a lot better playing the game. So I guess maybe I finally figured out the recipe. And the recipe for me is to stay involved but not too involved, and like kind of find that even spot. So I know we've talked about that before on the pod and like talk about burnout and stuff. And that was something that I just thought I would share because I learned about myself this last little while. And who would have known, right? You'd think that reps are always good, but blind reps are apparently not very good, and forcing yourself to coach is not either, apparently.
Yeah, if you're not having fun, I could definitely see it burnout. Like I think for me, like as someone who coaches like a lot, like probably like 30 to 40 hours a week, it's sometimes it's like I don't know, like I guess kind of burnout. It's like I don't do as much testing on my own. So it's like I think I have like insane matchup knowledge and depth for literally every single deck. Like I actually think I understand the matchup for like even like decks like I don't play the tournaments. But like I guess when you're trying to compete at the highest level, like what you actually need to be able to do is like think through the weird spots that don't come up in testing and like be able to think on the fly. And like the way to get better at that is by playing a lot of like really high quality games against other high quality players, like studying board positions and stuff, which I do a lot of. But yeah, I definitely think like coaching is like a different type of getting better. Like if you're trying to become like really, really elite, like I don't think it transfers as well. It just gives you that really good
I think it helps
knowledge.
you. Yeah, I think you're right because I think it helps you get to a high level, but it doesn't help you break through the ceiling. It's kind of like one of those things where you'll stay sharp all the time, but you'll never be at your sharpest. And I find that like now that I'm playing like these like high agency decks and stuff, like I find that my ability to just reason through stuff is so much better than it used to be. And like the other thing as well is I'm a very reactive player. I don't think I play cards once a week. Like I play at my locals, and then I go. I don't study board states. I don't watch content. Like I don't really do any of that stuff. And I think part of me releasing myself from that is allowing me to get better, because when I get to these scenarios, I'm so much more locked in because I know nothing. So like I'm kind of like overcompensating, and it makes me a better player. So it's like it's so weird to say out loud, but I really think that's kind of what works for me. And maybe hearing how like what works for other people will help you as a player also like grow. So that's why I feel like it's important to share it. And I'm sure Tord and Brent and all those guys have different perspectives than I do, but that's kind of just how I've always felt. And like the burnout is definitely not burning out for me right now. I feel good.
Yeah. I think one other thing maybe I need to do more is like I don't play in person like almost besides majors. Like I play all my testing on a computer. So like obviously I'm still thinking through things, but I'm like, okay, like maybe I need to play with the physical cards a bit more too. Because I feel like it is a different mindset. Like
Oh, it helps, yeah. Like you play like duster games at locals and you're still like learning stuff. Like it's not a big deal. Like I'm not kidding when I say like I'll play like once or twice a week. Like I'll hang out with my buddies one night and drink beer and play cards. Like that's one. And I'll go to like banana locals, like legit just banana locals on Wednesdays. And I just go hang out with them. I play 4 rounds of nothing ball and then we go to the warehouse. But like, dude, I feel good because I'm at least playing with my physical cards, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's actually a lot of merit in what you said. Like I think playing with the physical cards taps you in a way that maybe you don't realize, but your brain is picking up little cognitive things that I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe subconsciously
I
we're
mean,
learning.
I've been a horrible locals player this year, to be honest. I think part of it is I just like I don't know. I feel like I don't lock in at locals, but I think I'm maybe going to be doing some more as like warm ups for the main events. So
Yeah, like playing league cups and like random challenges and stuff is always good. Like I've always found a lot of value in those. And I mean, this year I've gone to like 20 league cups already. Like, and whenever I have time
damn.
on the weekend, yeah, like whenever I have time on the weekend, I'll squeeze in a league cup here or there. And like, I like them because I can still do stuff in the evening and stuff. Dude, I've been pretty good at league cups and it wasn't translating to majors. So I was having the opposite effect of you, but I think all the testing is good testing when it's in
Yeah,
person. So
that's
I
fair.
keep slaving myself to go do it, even though I'm like basically maxed out. I'm like, I don't care. Keep going, keep making myself do it. And, you know, IRL testing, man, does
Okay.
something.
I'm
Not like
going
Skype.
to yeah, not like Skype. Shout out the OG Skype days. I'm going to a League Cup this weekend actually. I'm going to Hobbiesville because it's pretty
Oh,
close
nice. Okay.
to me. Well, the problem is I don't have Pokepad yet. I opened like that ETB and like whatever pin box last week on the pod. I have this to open
Yes.
too, the sticker collection. Not sponsored, but gifted by Pokemon. Hashtag gifted by Pokemon. Bro, like I need to find Pokepad. Like no one has Pokepad. I want to play Badoo Frostlass this weekend.
How many do you need?
4 Pokepad, bro.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
I'm also a bit annoyed that the regional I'm going to is at the end of Ascended because I'm like, bro, like I feel like these people are gonna be well practiced against Badoo by the time I get to my regional. Like I want to just like first regional, like just go in there with my Badoo Frostlass deck and just cook everybody. But
yeah, you can buy Pokepads. It feels terrible, but you can buy Pokepads. I know.
From who?
I know.
To get them in time
Banana's
for this
getting
weekend?
us a couple.
No,
Sorry?
they are getting us a couple, but I'm just waiting on the banana shipment.
Yeah, Banana gave me a couple already. I frequent around there too often, so I'm getting the first dibs these days.
Oh, bro, I didn't get. I was
good.
there on the weekend because I was handing out some like flyers and stuff, and they didn't have any ready for me.
You can totally borrow mine if you need it. I just don't have 4, so I can drop it
it's
off
okay.
of Banana if you actually need it.
No, it's okay. I'm sure I can get some. Here, I'll open these packs while we're talking and see if I pull one.
Sure.
But yeah, we've kind of. I mean, I think what the discussion we just had was like a really good discussion, but we were kind of concluding your run there. So I guess maybe you and I can discuss because you and I both play Grim. Where we think the deck kind of heads in Ascended Heroes. Obviously, the big card for it is the Pokepad that we're just referencing. So you're, Aneil, playing max consistency Grim. How does this change now with Pokepad? Do you go even more consistent by adding that into the mix?
Yeah, I don't know. I've got this question a lot in the last 2 days, and like obviously, like anytime you have a good run, people start to like treat you as a guru, even though you're not. And I do not consider myself a Grim Snarl guru, so I didn't have a lot of opinion on this. But one thing I did say, and I kind of stick by this, I don't think I would change much with this deck. I'm swapping out 60 for 70 HP Snorunt, and I will maybe add a Pokepad on top for an Ultra Ball. I don't think anything else changes for me. I think Nest Ball is an essential part of getting Bear. Can't touch it. I think Ultra Ball is mainly for Frostlass. I've almost never used it for anything else. So Ultra Ball can be the Pokepad, but I think that's the only thing that changes for me.
Okay, I have a bit of a different opinion. I mean, my list has 4 Pokepads in it.
Damn.
I cut Bear from the list. I mean, I might add it back because you just have to cut like 1 Pokepad for a Nest Ball and then something else for the Bear, probably like another Pokepad. But I've been really liking playing with 4 Pokepad. Like my biggest issue with Grim and normal Frostlass is like it's really bad when you go first because it's actually really hard to find your basics and get Frostlass on turn 2 without having to Evo. Because oftentimes I don't want to Evo when I went first because like there's a lot of pressure on me already. So I find the Pokepad's like so good for that. Like also just getting monkeys more often. I mean, my list plays Badoo, so I guess that's another Pokemon I can grab off of it. So yeah, I've been doing that. That's my take on consistency. I've been really liking that. Yeah. Actually, I made a YouTube video with it. Like my current list is whatever I was in that video. Plus, I switched Tatsugiri out for Shaman just because I think people are still playing Darmanitan and Zekrom and Zoroark. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Or I think like if you're gonna take your approach as well, like if you're gonna leave the Bear, like yeah, like I agree. Like you just leave the Nest Ball, you're probably not playing a bunch of Pokepads, but yeah, I think that's kind of where the deck is at. I think it is one of the decks that gets a big buff from Ascended Heroes, as does just normal Badoo Frostlass. And I guess Slowking as well that you played against. That's another deck I haven't put time in yet, but I'm excited to play some games with that and see if that's real or not.
Yeah, like I mean, you guys know I'm not shy to admit when I haven't tested, and I have not tested Ascended Heroes. So, my opinion is one you should take with a grain of salt right now. I do think though that Bear is still needed. I think a lot of people are talking crazy about Bear right now, and sure, yeah, it sucks when you start it. And I was one of its biggest haters after UIC, and this weekend proved me wrong. Just having the threat of Bear is really, really good. And I know people are like, "Oh, Gardevoir doesn't exist. Whatever, Mega Absol doesn't exist. I don't need to play this anymore." I don't think that's particularly true. I do think Enzork now plays a nuke for Absol, which yeah,
Mhm.
that blows. And Enzork is a very good deck, but I still think Mega Absol will be around. The deck has a lot of playability. It's got a lot of maneuverability. You can do a lot of cool stuff. I think it stays around, and for that reason, I would keep a Bear in my deck, and therefore I wouldn't change a whole lot for Poképad. I think if anything, you actually need to get more aggressive and not less aggressive. Just because of how much Polnor is going to be around, and they gain Poképad, they're going to be more aggressive towards you. And I was thinking about like Polnor in general. I was actually just writing my Polnor slide for this guide, and I was thinking about it.
For our audio
Yo,
listeners, I pulled
that's
a Poképad after like 20
that
packs.
is better than an SIR. I'm not lying, dude. That is crazy. Congrats, man. That's huge.
Nice. Oh, sorry, I
Anything else?
didn't mean to cut you off with that, but that was a huge,
No, it
huge
wasn't
pull.
important. It wasn't important. I was just saying that you need. I think as a Grimmsnarl player now, you need to get more aggressive than you were before. So
Yeah.
I know I'm tooting my own horn for this list, and I'm going to continue to do it. I think the two rare candy is correct. And I tweeted, I made a video on this list like 3 4 days prior to Seattle. I said play this list, and I just feel strongly about it. I think the consistency version is the way to go, and maybe I'm just being a Grimmsnarl salesman. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're just pushing this because you're never going to play the deck again. You're probably going to counter it." I did not counter it. I played it again because the deck is good, and the deck is good in this format. Maybe you
Yeah.
just don't change it. Maybe
I
you just
mean,
run it back.
if you run Blood Moon, I think like the second candy is like less necessary in my opinion. I know you like it still for the aggro, but I think like Mega Box is the main matchup where I think the two candies really shines. But it's still a hard matchup in my opinion.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you necessarily need
You
to
just
get more aggressive. Even against Dragapult though, like you can just Evo because like you can't play the candy against them, so it's like because they're gonna video
yeah.
you, right?
Dragon Ball, you're not worried about the candy. Like, yeah, that's the one matchup where you're like, all right, whatever. But dude, everything else, like, it's one of those things, guys. Don't knock until you try it. You're gonna try, and you're like, I love how aggressive this deck is now, and you can just run people off the board. And I think part of the consistency, quote unquote, that I created with this list. Well, I didn't create this list. What's his face created it? Your boy, I forget his name.
Who
The
shall not be named.
yeah, that guy, your boy. He created this like something similar, and I was like, "This is sick," because I just play the game every time, and you can mask your consistency issues just by being aggressive as hell with Grimmsnarl. There were so many times I didn't have a supporter in my hand, and I just rare candy Grimmed and just ran people off the board without a supporter. So definitely helps. Anyways, I'll shut up
Nice.
now. I'm
Nice.
just passionate.
All right, before we move on, these are my two hits. Out of 3 packs, this isn't bad. I got Erica's SIR,
Tangela,
Tangela, and then I got Fez, and I got a Poképad.
you'll be very pleased to know that Tangela is the second most expensive IR in the set.
Oh wow, why? Because like Erica's on it.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like I think it was like 45 US last I checked.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah,
You're so back.
it's a very nice card to be honest.
Mhm.
And like I'll never complain about having more Fezes. I used to have one for the longest time, and I bought 2 more when my sisters played. So now I have 4 Fez. But I mean,
Oh yeah, I remember you were begging Mans for the Fez. I remember that actually.
yeah, I'm like, yo, you guys have extra Fez? Because I don't know, I couldn't find them anywhere online. I was like, all right, but
Yeah,
Endgame
they're
Man
low-key
blessed
tough.
me. So
Shout out Endgame Man. I went to his new headquarters tonight. The place looks blessed.
yeah,
You guys should buy Endgames. There, yo,
code shift
behind
here.
me, there's like a bag. In that white bag, there's like 50,000 packs of Endgames, and I want to do a commercial where I'm like buried in them. I want to like find my way out or something. I'm gonna do something dumb with these, but Endgame Man's doing big things right now. So shout out Endgame Man for real.
Nice. Yeah, code shift gear 10% off.
Hell yeah.
Gotta plug, bro. Gotta get that. I guess you and I split the commissions $1.25 each, bro. However
Yeah,
much it is.
I didn't even think it was that much, but yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. I also realized, sorry, one more off-topic point. Remember how we were trying to sell our Phantasmal packs in the UIC?
Yeah.
So apparently they went up like crazy in the last like week.
Okay,
So,
nice.
dude, the box, like, so we like there was some guy there offering us like 180 euros for the box or whatever, right? And we almost took it. The box is like 350 US now.
Okay, it's a big ups for
It's a
keeping it.
mad thing. But yo, here's the problem. I realized this after I sent my boys to go fire sale it to the nearest vendor, so I only have one left. I fire sold the other two because I couldn't fit them in my bag for like 200 US each, and then I got back and I checked TCG Player and I was like, oops.
Hard.
So
Bro, I just don't
yeah.
open any. I don't open anything or sell anything that I get anymore from tournaments.
Smart.
I'm debating selling some stuff because I might be making a big life purchase soon, but I don't know. I mean, like, it feels bad to sell them, bro. Like,
it feels bad to sell them, but I also just didn't have space to take them home, so I was like, all right, like
that is true. Like, if you can't take them home, that makes sense, bro. I'm always like my suitcase when I bring it home from tournaments that I get prizes at is just always like stuffed to the brim. Like, yeah. I'm like, please don't make me put this in that box and charge me for my carry-on.
It's bad, dude. And like going to this one was funny because like Austin was staying at my place like a couple months ago, and he left his giant like parka here, like a giant jacket. So I had to bring it back to him. So half my suitcase, like going there, was this guy's freaking jacket that was like this thick. And he lives in Ohio, bro. It's not even that cold. What the hell you need this jacket for? Anyways, I'm bringing bro this jacket, so I drop it off. My suitcase is immediately half as light. Or sorry, half as heavy. And then I go to pack it and I'm like, yo, why do I still have no space? I can't fit booster boxes in here. So I think my lack of folding costed me some money because I had to sell my boxes because I didn't fold my clothes properly on the way home. So I did what you did. I stayed in like this like janky ass hotel. It's like there was like no space in there, 4 mans. Like I was in there with Ames and I walked in after day 2 and he was like in his boxers. I was like, Ames, bro, put on some clothes. And so like there's just like no space to really do nothing, and like it was a disaster. Anyways, we can move on. I'm ranting. I'm never staying in a small hotel again though. That's the end of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. But staying at nice places is big. Whenever it comes time for like worlds or like mainly worlds, I upgrade, bro. Like last year, I upgraded to like a suite at the, I think it was like Hilton or Marriott or whatever. Like I have status with them, so I'm like, all right. Like they're like, you can get the upgrade for only 50 a night. I'm like, all right, like give me the suite with the plans. Or worlds in Japan, like hotels in Japan are so small. I got my own room for worlds. I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with.
Yeah, you can't share those, man. You can't share those. Yeah, you were at the Hilton for the Anaheim World because I was the same one, I remember. And I got scammozed by that guy into buying the Hilton Grand Experience. It was like, bro, it was like 300 bones for this thing. I don't know why the hell I bought this. It was like, he was selling it good though. He's like, yo, you should get this thing. It'll give you 2 nights whenever you want it. I was like, all right, bless. Like, let me get this. And I still haven't used it because I called these mans and I was like, yo, I want to go to New York. And they're like, sorry, man. There's no blackout dates, but there's also no availability. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm stuck with this stupid ass pamphlet until I can book a trip to one of their signature destinations.
I remember I ran into you in the lobby on the Sunday, and you were like hyping this up to me, like, "Yo, bro, you should get this."
Yeah,
too.
I was amped, but I got like absolutely fleeced by this guy, man. I still have his name. His name's on this thing. If I ever see this guy again, it's on site. I don't know what his name. Yagan. No, sorry, his name was Pankaj. Pankaj. If I ever see Pankaj, it's on site, bro. I don't know what that guy was doing, but he sold a hell of a package. I looked up on Reddit after, and everyone was like, yo, this thing's a scam. Like, don't buy it. I was like, God damn it, bro.
Bro, I feel like anyone approaching you trying to sell you something, it's normally a scam.
Yeah, I was in a vulnerable place, man. I had like just lost in Worlds. I was like, yo, I need a pick me up, bro. I need something here. And Endgame Man was with me, and he's nudging me too. And I hate when Endgame Man is right. He's nudging me. He's like, yo, don't buy this. This is a sham. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, no, man, Endgame Man, relax, bro. You're just a sleep company owner. He was right the whole time. I got fleeced. I'm not afraid to admit it. I got fleeced by the Hilton man. It is what it is, bro. Clip me. You put me on YouTube.
You know what? You're honestly just like saving the next generation of people who stay at the Hilton. So you're doing good.
If you're watching this, don't get fleeced by the damn Hilton man. Don't do it, because they also make you watch a timeshare. So when you get there and you book the thing, you got to watch this 2-hour timeshare.
Wait, bro, you were watching a timeshare and you still didn't realize it was a bad idea?
No, I didn't watch the timeshare.
Okay.
No. The timeshare comes after, and like, I don't really understand how that works, because like, what are my repercussions if I just simply don't show up to this timeshare? I don't know. But yeah, so apparently that's part of the package. So it's all great. It's really awesome.
Well, hopefully you get to use it at some point. That is not a scam anymore.
I hope so, man. Some guy like responded to my tweet of my my deck list or whatever. He's like, now you can replace your stolen AirPods. So I guess this makes up for that too. I can get scammed by Hilton.
Yeah, show the people your paper deck list, bro. You and I were talking about this before you came on. You were excited about it.
Dude, so yeah, Austin told me this is like cool. He's like, yo, because I was about to throw it out, and he's like, yo, you got to keep this. Everyone likes this thing. So I kept it, and like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do with this. It tells me the rules of the game. and everyone's deck in different languages, most of which I can't read. But Forbelinda Rosemary was is Morgrim apparently, and I'm learning about some of these different names like Pepper and what's Arene de Smashings.
Arene the Smashing? What deck are you on? Oh, Arene the
This is group
Smashings.
channel.
Wait, Arene the Smashings.
It's a 4 of in my deck.
The
whatever
Spikemuth,
this is.
Spikemuth.
Oh yeah, it's Spikemuth.
Yeah.
Arene de Smashings.
I guess I guess this town is called Smashings. What language are you on?
This is French.
Oh, Français. Okay.
Spikemuth.
You know what's funny? I didn't keep mine from Merida. I was like kind of tilted. I'm like, whatever, I don't want this. And I didn't even realize you were allowed to keep it. I thought I had to leave it with them.
Yeah.
But bro, like for me, big competitive advantage if you guys are listening. If you really want to maximize. So whenever I play tournaments in Europe or Mexico, I play with my deck with like all different languages.
Yeah.
So when they print it out, like half my Arvins would be Spanish and like half would be English, or like
oh my
or
god.
like and then like or like I'd have like Iono in English and in Spanish, and then like so like my opponent like looked at my deck and they're like, why is Iono here like 2 different times? You know, it's like a mental game. Like put your cards in different languages if you want to confuse your opponent. Because there's only a minute.
Yeah, dude.
Or wait, how long did they give you guys? They only gave us a minute when I did it.
They gave us 2 minutes. I gave it back to him after 30 seconds. I'm like, I don't need this. Like, don't give me this. Because, like, it's Mega Box, bro. I know what's in here. Like, I don't want to look at this. Nathan on the other side, I was roasting him. This guy was writing a novel, bro. This guy was, like, writing down my whole list. Like, after they gave the 2 minutes, he's like, bro, I got the memory of a goldfish. I'm going to forget. And so what I did after is I was like, yo, let me get those notes you wrote down. So I stole his notes at the end of the game, and I made him sign it. Nice. Just because I thought it was hilarious. He was writing everything down. But I don't think it's that hard. Like, we know most of the cards already. You write down the important ones, and that's it.
Like, when I was doing it, it was literally just like, I'm like, all right, like, let me just look for, like, non-normal cards or tech counts. I'm like, for me, it was like, I played against Guardian Mirror. I was like, all right, if Guardian, I'm like, is Dancy in this deck? No. I'm like, all right, sweet. I'm like, how many counter catcher in this deck? 1. I'm like, all right, sweet. I literally do not need to look at anything else. like you're saying.
Who cares?
Like...
I think at that point, I'll be honest, I think at that point I was a little bit too comfortable. Like, I was just chilling. Like, I was like, bro, don't give me this piece of paper. Like, could I have used the piece of paper? Yeah, probably a little bit more than I let on.
Are you a note taker when you play or no?
No.
I'm not a note taker either. I don't take notes, yeah.
Yeah. And I actually have a horrible memory too, which is hilarious. I literally just play on vibes, and I just hope it works out. And most of the time it does, so it's all good.
And I feel like I have like a bad memory in like normal life, but bro, my memory for Pokemon is like insane. Like I can like recall games I've played when I was like a kid. Like,
damn.
Like I don't know.
I can't do any of that. I don't know.
So
I don't know. I'm very much like a figure it out kind of guy. Like it's very much true to my personality when I play Pokemon. Like my personality just says like, yo, I don't care, I'll figure it out. I'm the same way in Pokemon. I'm just like, whatever, man. I don't care. I was pissed off in day 1, and I was like, actually, like it forced me to lock in. But once I locked in, I was like, yo, I'm so comfortable that I don't even care anymore. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. But it was a good matchup either way. And I got to keep the piece of paper. They told me to keep it. I was like, guys, I don't want this. And they're like, yo, just keep it. Just keep it. I was like, all right, whatever, man. So. Now I'm a proud owner of a piece of paper that's going to sit on my desk forever.
Nice. Cool. All right, so that was an all-time shift gear off-topic discussion, which we've been needing for a while. I feel like we haven't had a good yap in the middle of the episode in a while, which...
Yeah, our last episode was ass because we didn't yap like this. Like, this is good. I like this.
Yeah, I think like the true shift gear fans will enjoy this episode. So we can talk about what actually happened in Seattle. I mean, I guess the format's changing, but we can go over some stuff. I think kind of what we expected happened. Like, Mega Absol did really well. Like, I don't think that was a surprise. And then Charizard, in response to Mega Absol, also did well. It won. Truan Tran, Makani's older brother, apparently only his second regional ever, and this guy just wins the regionals before his brother can win one. Legendary win for him. Big dub. With the Terrazards. That's Terrazard's second, I think it's second, unless it's one more. I'm forgetting. But second regional win. In the past couple of months. So, I mean, there's nothing really that exciting going on this list. Just Terrazard with a Pidgeotto.
Dude, what a statement to just come into your second regionals and just say, screw all y'all, I'm going to just win this one.
I mean, yeah, legendary. I mean, I was looking at the matchups here. I mean, pretty good matchups, like no Poltnor or anything. But I mean, you kind of need that to do well. But honestly, he just farmed the Absol boxes. He hit a mirror in top 8 or top 4. So he got through Julius there. Yeah, that's like a super hype story to see him win. Now there's a new... I feel like there's a lot of like brother duos in the game. So this is a new top brother duo, I guess, contending for that #1 spot. Yeah,
people are just like conscripting their family members to play the game, it seems. You know who I met this weekend? Actually, go back to his matchup. This is like the sickest part of my weekend, actually. I met Joey Cosmo Lee. The
Oh,
guy who I said has a
legendary name.
sick name.
Yeah.
Yeah, round 11. I sat next to him. He's like, yo, do you know who I am? I was like, no. He's like, and he showed me the match slip. I was like, oh, there's no goddamn way you're Joey Cosmo. It was like I was meeting a celebrity. I was like, dude, if I ever meet your parents, I'm like shaking their hands. Like, this is an unbelievable name. Like, oh man, I want to name my kid Joey Cosmo.
Yo,
Shout
he
out
went.
Joey
Yo,
Cosmo
shout out
for
Joey
real.
Cosmo, 10-3-1, top 64.
He's a beast, man. You can't stop Joey Cosmo. He beat our boy Drew Allen. Hold that, Drew.
Drew.
I watched Drew dismantle Austin in round 9 as well. It was awesome. It's so good watching Drew just destroy people because he looks like he doesn't care the entire time. It's the
Nice.
best.
Yeah, so I mean,
Sorry.
I don't really have much to say about the list. Like I'm saying, I think it's pretty stock at this point. I think it just the meta like really came together for Charizard here, at least at the top with like how much Absol was being played.
Yep, I agree. I have nothing else to say about that either.
And we had Jishan, his second place in Masters, or maybe his third one actually. I think. Yeah, I think his third one actually. Cause I think he lost to Rowan. He lost to Hedrick one time, and now this. So obviously. Sucks not to have the win, but I mean, a crazy impressive run for him, and I feel like I haven't seen Jisen in Top Cut in a while, so good to see him get his mojo back. I know he's playing this list that I know his best friend, Zing, Lucas Zing, normal shout out Zing, has been playing. I know that whole group, so they've been playing like the like Toad Scroll, like just double Erica's like Evil Tall trapping strategy, which I feel like maybe has a higher ceiling than the other versions of Absol. It's definitely trickier to play, I think. But yeah, like super successful. I mean, Lucas got top 8 at EUIC. Now Grant's getting second at Seattle. So I think this list has been proven itself. Like has a lower play rate than I think the more traditional Cornerstone or Toad Scroll list, and it's converting really well. So maybe this is just the way to play Absol. Like I'm not an Absol expert, but it seems like this is doing really well. So what are your thoughts on this, Aneil?
Same as you. I'm not an Absol expert, but it looks like it's good. So we'll see if it's good. I like this deck is actually a deck that I've been meaning to try for a long time, and it kind of sucks that it's apparently falling by the wayside. It looks like a really fun, like high skill intensive deck, like something you can really, really dig into the weeds in and like have fun playing the game. And I find that's an important thing for me these days is just like finding things that I really enjoy in the game and kind of sticking to them. So I feel like this would be one of those decks that like can really take you and just make you addicted to the game as it kind of did to Lucas. So definitely on my to-do list to pick this up, but it looks very complicated and very fun. So yeah, shout out Jishen for real.
Yeah, I mean, Joseph also got top 4 with a deck. I watched, like, I didn't watch much of the stream, but I watched the first game of his top 4 game with Jishen. Jishen went first and had Raw Trolley, like, Tool on Genesect.
Hell yeah, that's crazy.
And then he like just like rolled poor Joseph.
Yeah.
I mean, this list is just like a cornerstone list, but it still takes some elements of like we have the Genesect in here. So yeah, just another take on it. I mean, Julius took the European Charizard, obviously inspired by Oyvind. We got the Mezagoza and Pidgeot build here. It looks pretty similar to what Oyvind's been playing. I think it might just be his list from EUIC. So big ups to Julius coming across the ocean and in top 4. And then we had some interesting
He almost
decks.
didn't make it, dude. He disappeared at one point, like before top cut. I don't know if he thought he dodged ASIM or something, but he completely disappeared. And all the other matchups were starting, like they were giving us like the briefs, like, okay, you're playing here, you're playing there, whatever. And Hassan, I think, was the one playing Julius, and he's like, oh, bless, like my opponent's not here. And then the head judge is like, he talks to some mans, and I don't know who the mans were, but the mans were like, yo, Julius left, he went to the airport. And so the head judge is like, all right, bet, I'm gonna give him a 5-minute timer. If he doesn't show up, then he's done. Tell me how this guy showed up with 1 minute left on the timer. He's like, yo, I'm here. And then he proceeded to roll Hassan.
I think he like just probably like rescheduled his flight or something. So maybe he was calling the airline or something.
Dude, I don't know what happened. Someone told me he went to like the wrong area or something. But like, then why did a man tell us he was at the airport? Like,
well, probably yo, Hassan just like gets his friend tell you put that into him and judge's ear, be like, yo, he's at the airport.
Yeah, exactly.
He
and
didn't
apparently
do that.
Somebody like added him on Twitter, like, yo, they're looking for you. And apparently he saw the tweet and he ran back, is what I was told. But yeah, that whole thing was going down, and me and Guinea are looking at each other like, bro, what the hell is happening? There's like 5 judges around us, and this guy's like talking with some guy about like, I don't know, some other man being at the airport. It was chaotic, but he ended up making it back. So shout out Julius for real.
Yeah. I mean, Bodhi had a pretty legendary run. He started 13-0-1 and then just succumbed to G-Shed and the Absol with, I mean, just Child Guardy again with a Watchtower. This list or this style of Guardy has been doing super well. A lot of the top players have been favoring it, and I think we've seen it in top cut at almost every regional in this format. And then what else was there? There's two interesting decks. There's Raging Bolt and Joltik Box, some aggro. The thing that I thought was interesting about the Raging Bolt was there was no Wellspring in this. It's just back to normal Bolt. We've been seeing Wet Bolt converting. But no, here we see the normal Bolt with a Battle Cage. Maybe a little respect for Grim there, and I guess a little bit also for Dragapult. So double Baby Bolt as well. So leaning more into that. It's kind of interesting. Still not a huge fan of Raging Bolt. I wonder how many Guardies he hit. 0. Okay. But looks like he was just farming like all these Pults and like Zards and stuff. So
yeah. It seemed like there was a lot of high concentrations of those decks towards the top of the tables. Like there was just a lot of those. It didn't really feel like a big weekend for Gardevoir. Like every time I looked around, there was not much Gardevoir.
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely a little bit of a weird weekend, but if you made the right meta call, I guess it worked out.
Well, I guess if like everyone's just playing Charizard and Absol at the top, like it's a little hostile for Guardy. Actually, I saw Chow didn't even make day 2. I can't remember the last time that happened. Like.
Yeah, he was 4-3, and he came and started watching all of our games and stuff. I was talking to him in between rounds, and they were just roasting the hell out of him. Like, yo, how was day 1? I was like, yo, this is brutal. Like, this guy's the GOAT. Why are we toasting him? But yeah, his boys were not letting him hear the end of it.
I mean, it's a testament to his greatness that him missing day 2 like once a season is a major roast session. So.
Whoa! There's a Galvantula EX.
Yeah, bro. Like, this guy took out Drick, Mason with the Joltik box, and I mean, I guess like decks like Grim are on the rise. Like that matchup's pretty good. I mean, Iron Hands is in general just a pretty good attacker against a lot of these slower decks, and he has the Iron Leaves, so you have some play into the Absol, into the Charizard, and the Baby Galvantula. So maybe this deck's a bit slept on. Maybe it's actually like something to think about heading into Ascended. And I mean, like, Zoroark, Speak to Grass. I mean, obviously, Grim is a good matchup for you if that ends up getting more popular. If Monkey Frostlass becomes a really popular thing, Hands kind of destroys that deck. So,
yeah.
This is a deck maybe to keep our eye on. It might be on the rise in the Ascended format.
Yeah. What does Galvantula EX do?
Does if your opponent's active as a Pokemon EX, it does 220.
Okay, so what is this for? What are we using this for? I don't really get it.
It knocks out Pidgeot, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you can kill Pidgeot. Okay.
And then what else does it knock out? It knocks out like Fez and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Okay, so 220.
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
all right. I don't know.
There's another Pokemon I remember. It was like a counter to like a wall Pokemon at some point too, I think. I don't know if that's why you play this.
You know what it could be too? It could be the fact that some games you want 2 Joltics, like you do need a Jolting charge twice, and you just want to protect the second one from falling into from evening out your opponent's prize cards. I mean, like it seems like a lot of commitment to do that, but it doesn't seem like the worst application because I know there's a lot of times where like putting down that second Joltik will be so good, but the player's like, nah, I can't let my opponent back on even prizes. So it could be something like that.
Yeah, but you have the normal Galvantula, but I guess this is more health. So yeah.
And it's a 2 prize, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the other cool deck in top 16, we're leaving ASIM now, was Jose with the Alakazam. We've seen a couple of Alakazam sneaking into the top 32 or 16 at these events yet. We had one in top cut, I think, at one of the Latam regionals. I'm blanking which one it was. I think it was Santiago. Yeah, I mean, Alakazam sneaking in here. Let's see.
Kazam.
Well, you know what? I guess if Guardy goes down and play a little bit, as does Bolt, like maybe and there's more like Mega Absol and Charizard, this does better. It looked like he actually did beat like a Grim, maybe a Jelly Guardy.
I was gonna
say, like,
yeah. Beat Pult, beat Guardy, beat Grim, beat Absolbox. What is going on here?
I don't think Absol's that hard to beat, is it? You play Hammer, right? Yeah, Hammer for the Mist.
Oh, they play Hammer. Okay, yeah. Okay. Anyways, still very impressive. Very impressive run for Alakazam deck. So shout out Alakazam. His last name sounds like it's from Toronto. Ordaz. You're like the AZ at the end of everything.
I do know that at the end of everything. There's a Monkey Frostlass in top 32 as well. So sneaking way up. Yeah, with the Ting-Lu, the basic Ting-Lu, which I've been messing around with this. It's like decent. The Ting-Lu. I don't know if I'm going to end up playing in my list, but I do like it. Like this style of build is pretty good. Just slap some Pokepads.
It looks so fun, man.
Oh, it's so fun. Like Monkey Frost is just my favorite deck. I think. Like I think I'll probably just play it for Cretero, like just because like even if I think like Grim is better, I don't know which one is actually better, but I have to play more. But I love this deck so much. It's so fun, and like it's losing Devo in rotation, so I don't really know if you can play it post rotation. So I gotta play it while I can.
True.
And also at 32nd, we saw the Miraidon like hands deck. Get another finish. I know Jesse Parker's super high on this. I was talking to him a couple months ago in Toronto, and he's like, "Yo, this deck's so good." And I just think the play never really picked up for it, but got one here in 32nd place.
Not bad.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, now we're kind of getting there's a Slowking here at 37th. So I mean,
10-3-1. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
You're different.
We could see this deck, like we're saying, like get a bit of a buff, or it is getting a huge buff, like in Ascended. So we could see this deck, get a little bit better. I'm actually very curious if we're gonna like start seeing like Slowking and like all these type of decks like sneak into top cut at these regionals the next month or so.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, and then actually, do you want to see like the best cooking of the weekend? I have to take you to juniors, but check this deck from top 32.
All right, let's see it. Wait, what is this?
Scoville and Charizard, bro.
What is Scoville? What does this do?
Exactly, super spicy breath.
It has fire attached. Oh, so you kill like all the dark guys?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's kind of sick. I like that. Scoville. This looks like something. To be honest, this looks like something we would play back in the day. Like before you had like internet access and like I don't know. This is like a long time ago, but you just like slam random evolutions into every deck and just like hope it worked. And this is no stranger to that. This is pretty cool. I like this. I'm a fan.
One of my kids, he's had a good season, so like me and his parents were like, all right, if you want to have a fun tournament, you can play some rogue deck. And I gave some input on the list, but I'm like, all right, you get final call, and he cooked super hard. Top 32 with Scoville and Charizard. So
pretty sick.
Big ups.
Pretty sick.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's more or less it for Seattle. I don't know. Was anything else interesting, Aneil? Wanted to talk about this tournament?
I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot.
Wait, really I just saw a festival lead. I just passed the festival lead. Where'd it go? Okay, it's top 128, but
that's another sick name. Look at his name. His name is awesome. Vuha. Yeah. That's sick. I think this should just turn into a channel where we shout out the coolest names in the Pokemon verse. Like that is sick. I wish my name was Vuha.
Actually, I was watching the end of the Raptors. I'm like, shout out other like OG Ananobi. That's also an awesome name.
That is a good name, actually. Yeah, there's some good names out there.
I think. Who do you think has the GOAT name, Aneil? Is it just like Usain Bolt?
No, it's your boy, bro. It's your boy from like Mississauga locals from like 2013 or 2012. What the hell was that guy's name?
Wait, who?
He did another name that was like 2 letters and 2 letters.
Oh, Hado.
Hado. How do you beat Hado? That's so sick. That's a sick name, bro. Joey Cosmo though is like really up there for me. I can't lie.
I do like that name too.
You don't get like Joey Cosmos randomly on the street. Like that's not a thing. I like another really goated name is like Cosmo Kramer, right? Like you have like some of these like made up names. SpongeBob. What's a SpongeBob? It's a sick name. I'm gonna name my kids something dumb like that. I think it'd be pretty fun. Actually, maybe I'll start with like a cat first. I'll name something dumb and see if it gets bullied, and then maybe I'll move on to a kid. But we'll get there.
Nice. So yeah, let us know the most legendary name you've seen in the wild.
Please.
Maybe I'll think of some more to bring to next week's episode. Neil's cutting out on me now, so I mean that's probably a signal that we've yapped too much. We're approaching the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm coming through on your feed anymore.
Okay, now your voice is back, Aneil. Okay, now we're back.
All right, sick. Yeah, shout out dial-up internet. We have that in Canada apparently. All right, so we're wrapping this one up, I guess, as my internet dies or your internet dies, and before we 404 error.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll walk us out then. I got us while I still have internet. So it's a beautiful weekend in Seattle. I should have got ChatGPT to write me something dumb to say on the way out, but yeah, it was a good weekend. I think no one cares about this format anymore. If for some reason you do, all this data is still pretty good. Like I think Ascended Heroes is legal this weekend.
Yeah. There's Puerto Rico special event.
Okay, so we no longer have to care about this. Honestly, post-mortem of the format, I thought it was really healthy and really fun. I had no problems with the format. It went on forever, and like towards the end, yeah, we were tweaking a little bit, but it was fun. So I have no gripes with this personal format. I don't think I'm going to miss any of these cards. Moving forward, obviously we gain Poképad. Go buy your Poképads. And that's about all I got.
Nice. Yep. I agree. Have fun, everyone, and Ascended locals in Puerto Rico if you're going.
Hell yeah. I will quickly spiel, quickly just gonna shill. My guide should be in the description by the time, probably not by the time you watch this. If you come back on Thursday, my guide will be in the description.
Right.
I'm making the first like 2 or 3 pages free just so everyone can kind of look at it. If you like it, feel free to get the rest of it. But I just wanted to kind of put my thoughts to paper. I think I got a lot to say about this deck, and I already made one video on it, which I'll also link down below, I guess. But I don't know. You know when you're off that good run, you just have the pash, you just want to like talk about it. That's kind of what
Yeah.
I'm doing here. It's like my diary. So I'll be posting my diary shortly, and we'll have fun with that. Radiant Riley also did interviews with both Kieran and I, and
Actually, I
mine came out
watched it
today, I
actually
think.
today. It was in my subscription feed.
Yeah, so we'll shout out that for sure. Is trying to grow their channel, so please do go subscribe there if you can. I think ours is actually pretty funny. Like he said, like Wagwan to start it off, and it really threw me off. And I think I was like really hungover in that interview as well, which made it even better. So it all worked out. It all worked out. It was great. But if you're here, respects. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week with another episode about the Puerto Rico special event and what we got from Ascended Heroes and what we're learning and all that stuff. Let us know down below the coolest names you've ever found. And I don't know, convince Kieran to buy a Switch too.
Yep.
That's all we got.
All right.
All right, guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Peace.